Hi, everybody. If we're live now and you're seeing us on Facebook, welcome in.
Okay, beautiful. We are live. Yes, everybody, welcome in. Good evening or good afternoon, good morning, whenever you're watching the replay. We're so excited to be here again with you. We're offering one of our favorite classes, Yin Yasa, and it will be an hour tonight. So please roll out your mat, have a nice glass of water. We are excited to share this class. We're going to do a little bit of a slow burn tonight. This week we are chatting all things Agni, which is the inner fire. So expect a lot of twists, some holding with the yin poses, and it'll be kind of a slower flow. And as always, please respect your body, listen to your body. We honor ahimsa, nonviolence. So meet your body where it's at tonight.
And with that, I'll get us started. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And let's get started in a comfortable seated position. So find yourself with either your legs crossed or your knees and heels touch. Arriving in your body. Taking a position that is strong, that is confident, but is also at ease. Breathing in. Exhale, shoulders relax down your back. Palms can face up to receive, or placing them down for an added sense of grounded, of stability. You're now bringing the awareness to your breath. Noticing the inhales as your chest rises. Exhales, heart softening. Taking about one more minute here. Completely arriving on your mat and in your body. And now adding a slight smile to your lips. Holding it as you breathe in and out. Finding a sense of gratitude for showing up for yourself this evening, this morning, this afternoon, whenever or wherever you may be watching this. And then we'll place one hand on the heart and then the other hand on top, tuning into your beating heart. And if you have an intention that you would like to set for this practice, I invite you to do it now, whatever arises. And then when you have it, sealing it in with one deep breath. Inhale, lifting the palms up to the sky. Exhale, drawing palms to heart center. Coming onto your hands and knees for cat-cow. On the inhale, as your belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, press the ground away for cat. Connecting movement with breath. option to keep the eyes closed, to get more intuitive, to tune into your body. This is a wonderful opportunity to feel into what your body wants to do, allowing it to move how it wants to move, whether that's taking barrel rolls, circles from right to left. Choosing to slow it down or to speed it up. Building that connection between your inner and outer world. And if you were taking circles on one side, remembering it to do it to the other, doing your best to even it out. And then when you feel complete, returning back to your tabletop, your home base. We'll tuck the toes, lifting the knees 2 inches off the ground, beginning to build up the fire. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose, continue to press the ground away. Feel the eyes, the elbows, the center of your elbows turn in towards one another. Let's hold this for 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back into your plank. Left foot steps back, right foot steps back to meet it. Shifting the weight back and forth, find your center. And then exhale, coming into your downward facing dog. Walking it out as you lower one heel to the mat and then the other. And now lifting your right palm off the mat, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, placing your right palm behind your left calf. Lengthening the spine first and then looking under your left armpit. Taking our first gentle twist here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking it to the other side, left palm reaches off the mat, placing it behind your right calf. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twisting through, looking under your right armpit. Feeling your hips draw up and back. And returning your left palm to the mat. Finding a generous bend in your knees. Slowly walk to the top of your mat. Being intentional about every single step that you take. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down through your feet, rise up. Exhale, palms come through heart center.
Feeling all four corners of each foot planting deeply into the ground. Visualize roots growing into the ground. All of the attention to the feet. Feel what the floor or the mat or the grass or the sand, whatever surface you're on, what does it feel like to the bottom of the feet? Now draw the attention up the legs to the knees. take a slight bend in the knees, letting them be soft. And then up to the pelvis area. See if you can tuck the pelvis under a little bit. And then knit the ribs in. Drop the shoulders down, and spread the collarbones wide. Go ahead and release the palms so they're facing forwards, down by your sides. And then reach the crown up, arriving in our mountain pose, Tadasana. Standing tall but soft with a purpose. Really arriving here. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, leading with the heart, slight bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up. Starting to connect the breath with the movement. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And now stay in this fold. Release the head and the neck completely. You can catch the elbows and rock side to side. You could deepen in the knees if you like. Let any tension or stress just fall right out of your head and let Mother Earth absorb it. Take it away. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to the shins, long spine. Exhale, plant the right foot back. Reach it back, plant it back. Come onto the right toes, so your runner's lunge. And then tilt forward and back again a bit, finding your center. Plant the right hand down, left arm reaches up, twist. And then check in with your hips here. Energetically pull that left hip back and the right hip forward. Completely engage the back leg. Squeeze the right side of the booty. Draw the belly to the spine and twist from the core. Maybe gazing up. And now drop the back knee, untuck the toe. You're going to come into a little twist here. See if you can twist a little bit deeper with the nice stability and support of that back knee. Two more deep breaths here. Exhale, left hand comes to the mat. Shift the hips back, straighten the front leg, flex the foot, half splits. Walk the hands so they're underneath of the shoulders, so you have full support here, finding a long spine. Energetically pull that left hip back and the right hip forward, flex the front foot. Let the gaze be down at the ground so the neck is an extension of the spine, and breathe. Taking a twist here, plant the right hand underneath of you, left arm reaches up. And in this twist, you'll have to press the left hip down and the right hip forward. Finding that nice side body stretch as well. Gaze is wherever is comfortable. For more stability, gaze down. If you'd like to open up more, gaze up. A nice stretch in that psoas, the side of the IT band as well. One more breath. Left hand comes to the ground, bend into the front knee. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Reach the arms up. Shift the hips forward. Squeeze the right booty and engage the right leg so we're not falling into it. Let it be supportive here. Find a long spine and reach, reach, reach up to the sky. Plant the hands on the ground, tuck the back toes under, shift the weight to the front leg, stand reaching up to the sky, but flex that foot and square the hip. The head is completely relaxed. The hands can be underneath of you, supporting you. Keep a slight bend in the left knee as we are just at the beginning of the practice, and just notice what this feels like. You can also have blocks underneath of the hands as well. And then release, right foot plants beside the left, shake it out. Feet or hips width distance. Take a slight bend in the left knee, plant the left hand on the ground, right arm reaches up. Twist in the forward fold. Right hip energetically pulls back, and maybe gaze up. Taking deep belly breaths here, noticing what's happening in the belly. It's nice and compressed. Bringing out those internal organs. You can even come onto those left toes if you like. And release that. We'll move into the other side. Bend the right knee. Sweep the left arm up to the sky. Twist. Left hip draws back. Maybe gaze up. Breathe. And fold. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time the right leg steps, or left leg steps back to your runner's lunge. Shift the weight forward and back, and then find your stable center. And the left hand down, right arm sweeps up, twist. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, engage the left leg, the left side of the booty fully. And then twist from the core. Squeeze that right shoulder blade in and breathe. And now lower the back knee, untuck the toes, and continue a little bit deeper into this twist. Notice how a little bit of extra support feels like. Maybe opening the heart space up, gaze up. And release, right hand comes to the mat. Shift the hips back, straighten the front leg, flex the foot, half splits. Walk the hands so they're underneath of the shoulders. Reach the crown forward, gazing down at the mat, finding a long spine. Right hip pulls back, left hip presses forward. Keep that front foot flexed and breathe. Plant the left hand down, right hand sweeps up, twist here. Drop the right hip down, feel that nice side body stretch. Keep the right foot flexing towards your face. Feel all the sensations in the back of the right leg, side of the right leg. And then release, right hand to the mat, bend into the front leg, low cut crescent lunge, hands reach up. Squeeze the back leg, the left side of the booty, and reach up to the sky, but drop the shoulders down. Finding length in both sides of the torso and between each of the ribs. Half or standing splits. Plant the hands down, lift the back leg up, flex the foot, square the hip. Release the head and the neck down. Think about lifting that heel up to the sky. Squeeze the left side of the booty. Take a slight bend in the right knee and just notice how this feels. Can you breathe through any strong sensations? And release, left foot comes down, Forward fold, shake it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands come through heart center.
Bringing your big toes together, your heels about a fist width distance apart. Sinking the hips back as you inhale, arriving in your chair pose. Pinkies turn in towards one another to help release the shoulders down the back. Sink your hips back. Feel those inner thighs charging up, firing up. Breathing deeply in and out through your nose. As your glutes continue to sink back down towards the earth. Palms can come to heart center. Left elbow comes onto your right knee. Taking the twist as you look over your right shoulder. Continuing to sink the hips back. With our thighs feeling very strong and engaged, we're going to step our left foot back. Holding our balance, returning to the pose if you fall out of it. Shift the weight back and forth, find your center. And continue to deeply press that left elbow into your right knee. And now framing your right foot, rise back up into your splits. Crown of the head drops towards the earth as your left foot reaches up. Moving into your half moon, you're going to reach those right fingertips about a foot out to the side. Left toes will flex. Left fingertips can come onto your hip or reach up towards the sky. Keeping a micro bend in your right leg here. Option to take the bind if that's in your practice. Finding length with every inhale. Continuing to flex that left foot as we take a few final breaths here. Slowly returning both fingertips to the mat, square the hips, and then place your left foot to meet your right. Big toes will touch. Heels will be a fist width distance apart, sinking back into your chair pose. Bringing the palms back through heart center. Noticing any shifts that you may feel from the right and the left side of your body. And now moving on to the other side, we're going to place our right elbow into our left knee. Looking over our left shoulder. Breathing into the twist. And then when you found your center, slowly stepping that right foot back. Continuing to press your left elbow in your right elbow into your left knee. Option to inch that right foot back, creating more space in the body. And then from here, we're going to lift off into our half splits one more time. And then when you're ready, moving into the half moon variation. Feel those right toes flexing towards the wall in front of you. Right fingertips can reach up or taking the bind. Looking down at the earth for more stability and balance. Or looking up to find length and to test yourself. Keeping a micro bend in that left leg. Continuing to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. We'll take 3 more deep breaths here. Slowly lowering your right foot to meet the left. Coming into a forward fold, grab onto opposite elbows. Crown of the head hangs heavy towards the earth. And then step it back, coming into your wide-legged child's pose. So knees will be matched with distance apart or further. Hips will sink back towards your heels. Heart melts towards the mat. Walking your hands over to the right. Ground your left palm into the right. Getting a nice side body stretch through your left hip. Coming back through center, take it to the other side. This time, right palm will come on top of the left, pressing down. Feeling the stretch to the right hip this time. Back through center. Coming up into your tabletop. Step it back, plank. And then walk the palms towards the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down to rise up. Exhale, palms through heart center.
Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk out to your plank. Lower all the way down onto the belly. Untuck the toes, forehead to the mat. Inhale, peel the heart off. Cobra, drop the shoulders down, really press into that pubic bone. Squeeze the legs. Try to plant the feet on the ground, even the pinky side of the foot. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Tuck the toes under, and then press back to your down, or to your child's pose, excuse me. Like, reach those hips back. And now tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out, maybe take a deep bend in the knees. Let this down dog be soft. Press into all 10 fingers and reach the tailbone up. Inhale, come forward, plank. Exhale, lower slowly onto the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Tuck the toes under, child's pose. Take a deep breath here. Long breath out. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, roll forward to your plank. This time, knees down, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Release those toes back. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Tuck the toes, child's pose. Inhale, come up to your tabletop position. Find your center here. Knees directly under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Draw the belly into the spine. Inhale, right arm reaches up, open the heart to the side. Exhale, thread the needle and hover. Right arm comes underneath the left. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle. Right shoulder, right ear, come to the mat. Right palm is facing up. And find where you like that left hand. You can crawl it out and up, or release it forward, come up on the fingertips. Or maybe you take that half bind, reaching the hand up, flipping the palm, bending the elbow, and tucking the hand in that right hip. Wherever you are, take deep breaths into the top of the upper back, the back of the heart space. And if you'd like to play around with your balance, smile first, and then release the left leg back. You can tuck the right toes under for more stability. And then raise that left heel up. Squeeze the left side of the booty. Keep smiling, keep breathing. Wherever you are, last breath in. Exhale, press into the left hand, reach the right arm up. Take an extra breath here in this yummy, yummy opening. Collarbone spread wide. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle. Left shoulder and ear come to the mat. Left palm faces up. And find where you like that right hand. Maybe out and up a little bit. Release it forward. Come onto the fingertips. Think about reaching that tailbone back and up, just like a downward facing dog. And if you like that mind, reach the right arm up, flip the palm, bend the elbow, tuck the hand in the left hip. And if you like that balance, smile first. Release the right leg back. You can tuck the left toes under for more stability. Squeeze the right side of the booty to lift that leg up. Breathe. Wherever you are, breathe. Soften the face. Soften the jaw. Two more breaths here. And now plant the right hand into the ground, reach the left arm up. Take an extra breath here. Exhale, tabletop. Beautiful. Come up to stand on the knees. Do a little gate sequence. So you can face the long edge side of the mat if you'd like. And then plant the left foot out beside you with the toes facing forward, hands come to the hips. Draw the belly into the spine, knit the ribs in, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, left hand to the left leg, right arm reaches up and over to the left. Keep pressing that right hip forward. You may like to tuck the back toes for more balance, stability. Think about that nice long line of energy from the right knee all the way through the right fingers. Maybe drop that right shoulder back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And if you like to look up, that might feel nice on the neck. Or look down, find where you like the neck, where it feels good tonight. And on the next exhale, come through center and then plant the right hand on the ground. Left arm reaches up and over to the front. So the left hand is over the ear. You can stay here or you can catch the head with the hand. So bend the elbow and gently place the hand around the head and just spin the heart open. Giving the head and the neck a nice support here. And release, crawl the hands so you're in this funky tabletop. And then press the hips back to a funky child's pose, just for a beat. Come back into that funky table, release the left knee, come to stand on the knees. We'll move into the other side. Plant the right foot out beside you, toes facing forward. Press the left hip forward, knit the ribs in, belly to spine, drop the shoulders. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, right hand to right leg, left fingers sweep up and over to the right. Keep pressing that left hip forward and spinning that heart open a bit. Maybe gaze up. Keep the fingers fully engaged. Again, think about that nice long line of energy from the left knee all the way through the left fingers. Where's the breath? And let the next exhale draw you through center. Let the left hand down, right arm sweeps up and over the ear towards the front. Really press into the pinky toe side edge of the right foot. Feel that nice side body stretch. Maybe cup the back of the head again with the right hand. Bend the elbow and just spin the heart up a bit. Opening up into this pose. Two more breaths here. And now release, crawl the hands forward to that funky tabletop. And then press back to your funky child's pose. And then draw the right knee in, find a closed knee child's pose. Forehead to the mat, relax, release.
From here, you can bring your palms to rest by your side, palms face up, reaching back towards the wall behind you. Finding a sense of connection with the earth and with yourself. You can clasp behind your heels, really pulling deeply here. And then belly button draws the spine, coming up into your rabbit pose, continuing to pull back on those heels. As you round your spine, you may find that your forehead meets your knees. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Continuing to pull back on those heels. Keep pulling. You've got this. Taking 3 more deep breaths here. Giving it all you've got. Last one, inhale deep. Exhale through the mouth. Reaching your palms out in front of you. Rise up into your tabletop pose. And then coming to stand on your knees. So your hips will stack directly on top of your knees. Tuck your toes. We're going to move into camel pose. So we'll roll our shoulders up and back. Staying here is more than enough. Imagine a golden thread drawing your heart up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. And then to go deeper, you can reach back towards your right heel and then the left. Taking it one step further, you have the option to ground the tops of your feet onto the mat. Breathing fresh energy into every cell of your body. Focusing on the quality of your breath and not how deep you can go. We'll stay here for a few more moments. Feel free to come out of the pose whenever you're ready. To come out, we'll really engage our core and slowly walk up our body. Sink back into your child's pose. Taking a wide leg in or your knees together. Rising up through your tabletop. Moving into frog pose. So for this, we're going to walk our knees out. And then we'll want our knees stacking directly on top of our ankles with our toes flexing towards the wall in front of us. Taking it as deep as your hips feel safe and comfortable doing. What we'll do is we'll sink our hips back, very similar to what we do in our child's pose. And then bring our forearms to the mat. And melting the heart completely to the earth if you feel safe and if you feel comfortable enough to do so. Really just sending your breath into your hips, keeping your toes flexed the entire time. And looking back for just a moment to make sure that your knees are stacking directly on top of your ankle. Checking left, checking right. And then just closing the eyes or bringing the eyes to a soft gaze. Allow your breath to be your guide. This can be a great opportunity to practice gratitude in these uncomfortable situations that we put ourselves into sometimes. So I invite you to bring to mind 5 things that you're grateful for in this moment. Continuing to breathe deeply. Inviting that smile back into your lips. And see if the hips want to sink back just a little bit more. Not pushing them, but just exploring. We'll be here for about 20 more seconds. And then when you're ready to come out of this, what you'll do is you'll army crawl your arms forward, coming all the way down onto the mat. Toes are untucked, coming up into your Sphinx pose. So our forearms will form a 90-degree angle. Again, imagining that golden thread pull your heart up as your shoulders sink back. Exhale, press it back, wide-legged child's pose.
Inhale, roll forward, coming back onto the tummy, back into your Sphinx. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Been here before, so find your edge. You might stay here for about 5 breaths. So if you'd like to move into a seal, bend the elbows out to 45, press into the palms and lift the elbows off. Wherever you are, press the pubic bone into the ground and the tops of the feet into the ground, but let the booty be soft. Deep breaths into the heart space, front and back of the heart. And then lower back into your space. If you've raised up. Draw the right knee up to hip level, so bend it in a half frog here. And then draw the left hand underneath of the right shoulder and grab onto that knee. Coming underneath of it. And then roll onto the back, coming into your twist. Draw that right shoulder to the ground and spread the arms out wide or cactus the arms. Maybe gaze over to the right. And surrender, relax every inch of the body. Let this be your cue to begin to slow down the mind, slow down the breath. Often near the end of the practice, it may be difficult to hold present moment attention. If you do notice the mind wandering, gently release the thought and draw it back to the breath, back to the body, back to your practice. And then coming out of this the same way that we came in, roll back into your Sphinx pose, releasing that right knee back when you're ready. And we'll move into the other side. Left knee draws up to the hip level. And the right hand under the left and grab onto that knee. Right shoulder comes to the ground and then keep rolling onto the back, coming into your supine twist. Draw the left shoulder to the ground. Open out those arms wide or cactus them. Let this feel really good. Take a body scan. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere. Relax into it. Take deep belly breaths. Again, bringing out those internal organs, facilitating digestion, reaping all the benefits of the practice. And let the next exhale roll you back onto your back. And then draw your feet in. We're going to move into a bridge pose. So draw your feet in towards the booty and the palms press down into the earth next to the feet. And then press the hips up to the sky. Keep the head and neck gazing up to the sky. Press into the heels. Maybe wiggle those shoulders under and clasp underneath the back. Try to draw the knees away from you. Create space in the collarbones. And breathe. You can place a block underneath the sacrum here for a more restorative version. More breaths here. If you have the clasp of the palms, try to close the pinky side of the palms together. See what that feels like. And then slowly lower back onto the back. Draw the knees into the chest. Come into a tight ball. Draw the forehead to the knees. Give yourself a last squeeze. While you're in this ball, draw back to the present moment. And then slowly release, taking a happy baby, catching the outsides of the knees, pulling them down beside you, and maybe rocking side to side. And when you're ready, finding your final Shavasana, the most important pose of the practice. Letting the heels be as wide as the mat with the toes flopping out and the hands wider than a mat, palms faced up. Tuck the shoulders in and under and wiggle around until you can find a nice space where you can be still and just be. Take a scan of the body. Relax everything. Toes, feet, and the ankles, calves and the knees and the thighs, butt, back, torso, heart space and the collarbone, fingers and the hands and the wrists, forearms and the elbows and the upper arm, shoulders and the neck, the head and the hair and the face, eyebrows and the eyes, nose, ears, cheeks, the mouth, relax the jaw, relax the tongue. Your entire body relaxed and soft and still. We invite you to stay here for as long as you'd like, reaping all the benefits of the practice, absorbing it all in. Close out the practice, and deepen the breath. Invite gentle movement into the body, fingers and the toes. And draw the knees into the chest, giving yourself another hug. Rocking onto your favorite side, holding yourself in this fetal position for a moment. Thanking yourself for stepping onto your mat this evening, noticing the shifts in the space you've created. And when you're ready, press up to your seated position. We'll end with one breath together. Inhale, reach both arms up, leading them a prayer at the top. Exhale, hands come through heart center, Anjali Mudra. Tuck the chin into the chest. Namaste.